What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Mental Groove. Tonight's caller is 26 and says in her parents' Nigerian culture, men provide while women stay home, but she wants to work even though her husband disagrees. When Kevin starts questioning the consistency in that logic, the conversation quickly heats up. Let's get into it.
Sarah, go ahead and unmute yourself. Hello?
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 Hi, I'm a little nervous, so...
Okay, what do you have for me?
Okay, so I wanted to know where I'm from in my country, women usually stay home and the man works. That's just how it's done.
Okay.
But if the woman works, the man doesn't have a right to her money or anything, right? So she doesn't have to contribute to the household.
Okay.
So is that a good bypass for women who want it all? They can get a husband that works, but
okay, what
if
country
they live traditionally...
Okay, hold on. What country are you living in?
I live in America. I was born in America.
So I'm confused. You said the country that you're from.
My parents are from, I guess.
Okay, but the country you're from, the woman stays home and the man works. And
Typically.
if a woman works, the man has no access to her money.
So she doesn't have to contribute. She can
What country
contribute if
is
she
this?
wants. I'm from Nigeria.
Okay. That's an interesting interpretation. I know plenty of Nigerian people, but I'm going to keep on moving. You were born in the United States.
Yeah.
How old are you?
I'm 26.
26. Do you want to be married?
I'm actually already married.
Okay. So why is the question relevant?
Well, okay. Personally, my husband does not want me to work, but I want to work.
Uh-huh.
And that's kind of an issue we've been having. So,
are you guys seeing a counselor?
I don't think that's something that people really do where we're from.
What do you mean where you're from? New Jersey?
I mean, if you have marital issues, you might go to family elder and they may intervene, but like counseling.
I'm sorry. I've
watched your show, so I know you recommend.
I know Nigerian people who deal with counselors. I mean, due respect, ma'am, you're from the States.
Yeah. I mean, I was born here, but I still have some of that culture.
But see, what oftentimes when I hear you women, you use what you want to your advantage. See, it's Nigerian when it benefits you, but then when there's something you don't want to do, well, it's not my culture. I don't play that. Either you're all in or you're not. Are you going to do it the Nigerian way or are you going to do it the Western way? So you can't do this half in, half out shit with me.
Yeah. I could ask my husband if he wants to do counseling, but I don't know.
Well, and let me tell you the second issue. If you're married, I don't think it's really all right. Would your husband want you calling me asking advice about you guys' marriage? Come on, man. No one knows you. Your face sitting there. I'm not gonna say your name. But be honest.
If he doesn't know, what he doesn't know wouldn't hurt him.
See, I'm glad you said it. And see, that's why I had an initial problem with your initial position. You're deceptive. That's treacherous. If you see snakes if you see snakes in your yard around trees, don't take the apples. What did you say that was wrong? What you said was wrong was, okay, where I'm from, implying that you were there, there's a workaround. My country and my way of being and my culture allows a man to have to pay for all the bills and a woman doesn't have to work. But if she chooses to work, all the money is hers. Is that a workaround for having everything she wants? And my problem with that is you shouldn't be married if you want money and around your husband. What kind of topping from the bottom is that?
But you know how you say not every woman's going to get a man that's super rich that can provide.
Yeah, but I don't. But I'm not
luxury
talking about
items.
every woman. I'm talking about a woman who's married. You're already off the market. You picked your husband. If he's broke driving a bus, that's what you got.
Right.
Live on biscuits, crackers, and water.
He's not broke.
Well, whatever you got is what you got. That's why I said, man, I'm not good with what you did. I'm not good with, because basically you came in and tried to do a sneak attack. Well, see, I'm Nigerian, but you're not Nigerian. You're from here. But it works for the argument I'm trying to make. See, if I play the Nigerian card, then I can go get a job and I go get my own side money, and I can use the culture and tell him he has no right to it. So I can top from the bottom and punk him with culture. But yet, when I ask you, would your husband be all right with you talking to a man about a relationship? Well, what he don't know don't hurt him. This is some bullshit.
Well, I just wanted your opinion.
My opinion is I hope he finds out. My opinion is I hope he finds out who his wife is. That's my opinion, because I think this is some bullshit.
But do you feel that would be fair, though?
I think it would be fair that he finds out and treats you accordingly. Lord have mercy, Jesus. Did you hear that mess? I'm from Nigeria. Bro, you from Philadelphia. You from Philly. I'm going to use being Nigerian as a way to hambone my husband. Would he like it if you were talking to, you're married? Would he like, go to therapy? Well, we don't talk about our marital problems in front of a counselor. So you'll call a Negro on YouTube? I mean, is that how that works? You can't go get counseling, but you can call me. Treacherous, boy, I swear to gosh. And what we're ultimately proving is ladies. Okay, woosah.
This conversation centered on culture versus convenience. She begins by explaining that in her parents' culture from Nigeria, men traditionally provide while women stay home. But she also says if a woman works, the man shouldn't have any say over her money. When Kevin asks where she actually lives, she admits she's in the United States, which immediately raises questions about how selectively she's applying cultural rules. The tension rises when she reveals that her husband prefers that she not work while she still wants to pursue a job. Kevin points out what he sees as a contradiction, using cultural tradition when it benefits her, but switching to modern independence when it doesn't. The moment that stands out is when she admits she's willing to call another man for advice about her marriage without her husband knowing. Kevin reacts strongly, calling that behavior deceptive and warning that secrecy like that can damage trust in a marriage. By the end, the discussion becomes less about culture and more about consistency. The central point Kevin presses is simple. You can't pick traditions only when they work in your favor and ignore them when they require compromise.